it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time, for sure.
Boxing fans, history has just been made. Terence "Bud" Crawford isn't just winning fights, he's redefining greatness. His latest historic victory has experts praising him as the pound-for-pound king, cementing his legacy as the defining fighter of his era. When asked about Terence Crawford's shocking win over Canelo Alvarez, Hamza Shiraz didn't hold back. He admitted he was stunned at how easily Crawford absorbed punches, calling him one of the GOATs. While joking about how the fight may have messed up his own bag, Shiraz kept it humble, saying God has a greater plan and that it would still be an honor to share the ring with Crawford one day.
Did he seem hurt in there at all?
Nah, not at all, man. He was eating them punches, bro. I was shocked, but he's a GOAT. He's one of the GOATs.
Hamza, what you making of frustration?
Terence Crawford, he just messed up
I know, bro. I know.
What's
You say that, though. You say that, but listen, God's got a greater plan, innit? God's got a greater plan, and it'd even be an honor to share the ring with him.
Moreover, Teofimo Lopez broke down the fight with brutal honesty, saying Crawford only needed 30 seconds to take control and outpoint Canelo. He highlighted how Canelo himself admitted his body wasn't responding, and without a knockout, there was no chance he could win on points. Still, Lopez gave respect, noting that Crawford's historic victory wouldn't have been possible without Canelo stepping up to take the challenge.
Crawford, what you mean?
He won 30 seconds.
It was outpointed, the outpoints. It was the outpoints. Yes, but
then
that's all he needed. That's all he needed.
He didn't want to engage.
But that's all he needed.
Till Canelo made.
What did Canelo say in the press conferences? He said
his body wouldn't respond.
He said that Canelo told Bud that I know that's your man to Turkey, right? He said I know you got him on your side. So what does that mean? Canelo had to win by knockout.
Yeah. But this fight wasn't close regardless, bro. This fight, Crawford won it by points, and Canelo needed the knockout. But there was no way Canelo's gonna win a decision tonight.
But nevertheless, look, Canelo, just like I said before, this wouldn't have been done without Canelo.
Roy Jones Jr. praised Crawford's victory as a beautiful performance, saying it played out just as he expected. When asked about Canelo, he insisted the Mexican star has carried boxing for 15 years and earned the right to decide his own future. As for Crawford, Jones admitted he'd like to see him retire on top, since few could top this achievement. Without hesitation, he declared, Crawford is absolutely the greatest of all time.
He boxed a beautiful performance, a beautiful night, kind of like I thought it would be. Took a page out of Eric Sunday Law's book and made it work for himself.
Would you like to see Canelo retire after that?
I said what Canelo wanted to do. Canelo's been carrying boxing for the last 15 years. He deserves to do anything he wants to do.
Terence Crawford's 37. Devin Haney said he thinks he would like him to retire. Do you agree with that statement?
He can do whatever he wants to do. He's been dominating for a long time too, so he can do whatever he wants to do. I would like to see him retire because it'd be hard for anybody to top that, and they definitely put him on the top 5 list. And he'd be able to stay there because he hasn't been beaten.
Last question. Is Terence Crawford the greatest of all time?
Absolutely the greatest of all time.
That theme of risk and greatness carried over as Andre Ward praised Terence Crawford masterclass, calling it a great performance that carried real danger. He explained that Crawford had to fight a risky higher-level battle to beat Canelo Alvarez, and doing it in nearly 38 makes it even more remarkable. Ward agreed with Max Kellerman's take, declaring Crawford the GOAT out of his generation, while also giving Canelo respect for taking a fight he didn't have to accept.
But Terence Crawford, great performance, man. He's been doing this throughout the course of his career. The stakes were a lot different in this fight, a lot more danger. He had to fight that kind of fight in order to beat Canelo Alvarez tonight, and he did that at 37, but getting ready to be 38 years old. And he proved, like Max said, that he is the GOAT of this generation. Hats off to Canelo for taking the fight. He didn't have to take it.
Building on that analysis, Keyshawn Davis broke down Crawford's win by pointing to one key factor: speed. He said Canelo simply couldn't keep up with Crawford's quickness and footwork, and while the judges scored close, Davis felt Bud basically won every round. With 3 undisputed titles and now a victory over the face of boxing, Davis confidently declared Crawford belongs in the Mount Rushmore of boxing, calling him one of the greatest of all time.
The speed, really, I think was the main factor. Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah?
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round, so but yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of
Hell
boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time, for sure.
Continuing the praise from legends, Evander Holyfield called Crawford's performance a perfect fight, praising how complete and controlled it was. When asked about Canelo, Holyfield admitted that Mexican star looked tired but emphasized showing respect to a champion of his caliber. He reminded fans that everybody makes mistakes and insisted Canelo can bounce back. Still, Holyfield gave full credit to Crawford, saying he's proven himself as someone who just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
That was a perfect fight, man.
Perfect fight from Crawford?
Yeah.
What about Canelo? How did he do?
Well, you know, I mean, you know, it's the perfect fight that what is his name?
It's
Canelo.
It's he's retired, man. Come on,
Yeah.
come on, respect, man, respect.
Yeah. Last thing, where does Crawford go from here, and Canelo? Where do they go from here?
Well, you know, everybody make mistakes.
Yeah.
Everybody make mistakes. So, how you doing?
So, he can bounce back, Canelo.
Yeah, of course he can. I'm talking about
This guy's good right
Yeah.
here.
And the same spirit of respect and history, Claressa Shields reminded fans she always believed Terence Crawford would rise to the moment. She praised him for becoming the first male boxer to achieve 3-time undisputed status, highlighting how historic it was to do it against Canelo Alvarez. Shields admitted she was nervous, but never doubted his greatness, saying Crawford's discipline and skill proved unstoppable. As a fellow undisputed champion, she celebrated his legacy and called it a hard-fought, career-defining victory.
You know, Crawford is a great fighter. He's a fighter. And I get the credit to Crawford, obviously. And I feel great. I feel the same.
Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. I really did.
Canelo Alvarez.
Man, I knew it. I knew it already. I had been texting him. He's doing great in town. I saw how his body felt about 168. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. Still, they always talking about size. Still.
Thank you. ¡Que viva México, cabrones! ¡Ánimo!
Now, congrats to Crawford for being the first male to be 3-time undisputed champion. I'm 4-time undisputed, but the first male to do it is Terence Crawford. And against Canelo, oh my. I was nervous, but I knew he could do it. He kept coming with that overhand and dropping it after all shit. He hasn't been pushed that hard in years, though. And Crawford did it.
Echoing that sentiment of greatness, Stephen A. Smith said he wasn't surprised by Crawford's win, as he predicted a decision victory. But what impressed him most was how Crawford handled himself in the exchanges. He noted that while Canelo wasn't going to be knocked out by a smaller man, Crawford's power and skill kept him at bay. More importantly, Crawford stood toe-to-toe, survived and prospered, earning Stephen A.'s full respect and proving why he deserves so much credit.
Not surprised. I'm picking the win by decision coming in this fight. Watching Canelo, seeing his career, suspected he wasn't going to get knocked out, especially by the smaller man. But did Crawford have enough power and boxing skill to beat Canelo off of him to some degree? For the most part, that answer was yes. But then he stepped in there and he exchanged back and forth on several occasions and survived and prospered. And I got to give credit where credit is due. I picked him to win by decision, but I never expected. I expected the boxing superiority. What I didn't expect was for him to stand there and exchange and survive. And he did that on several occasions. And that's why Crawford deserves so much credit.
From another champion's perspective, David Haney dismissed the idea of Crawford's win being an upset, saying true boxing fans knew it was always going to be a tough fight that depended on Bud's strategy. He credited Crawford for fighting exactly the way he needed to in order to beat Canelo. When asked about a rematch, Haney admitted there is money in it, but said he'd rather see Crawford retire now, having accomplished everything and earned time with his family.
Nah, it wasn't an upset. The people that really know boxing knew that it was a good fight. It depended on what kind of fight that Bud fought. He fought the fight that he needed to fight to win.
Is that how you expect it to go? Do you want to see a rematch, Devin, or you think it was pretty clean?
Honestly, I know it's a lot of money in the rematch, but I want Bud to retire. He accomplished everything in boxing already. He made a lot of money. He should go spend time with his family.
On the other hand, Jay Apataya praised Crawford's versatility, saying his ability to switch between southpaw and orthodox, fight on the back foot or front foot, is what separates good fighters from truly the greats. When asked about Devin Haney's suggestion that Crawford should retire, Opetaia disagreed, insisting Bud should keep pushing forward. He called the win one of the best performances in boxing, admitted it inspired him personally to chase his own dream of becoming undisputed.
He's got too much ammunition, you know, southpaw, orthodox, on the back foot. That's what changes good from great, is knowing how to adapt. You know, back foot, front foot, that's the difference.
Devin Haney said he wants him to retire after that. Do you agree with that?
Devin Haney is Devin Haney. You know, where is he? You know, what's he doing? So,
what do you think of it? Do you want Crawford to retire, or you want him to continue?
You guys push that back a little bit.
Hey, he's doing well. So it's been good. Hey, what a performance. After boxing.
Jay, you're pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. When you see a performance like that, though, does that inspire you to kick on now and go, you know what, I need these big fights. I want to put my name back in the lights and show everyone that
100%. 100%. I want to become undisputed. That's inspiring for sure.
Adding to that wave of admiration, Gabe Rosado was fired up after Crawford's victory, calling the performance crazy and giving full credit to Bud as the true pound-for-pound king right now. He reminded everyone that beating Canelo was the milestone many said would secure Crawford's place among the all-time greats. For Rosado, there's no debate anymore. Crawford's name belongs in that exclusive list of boxing legends.
Bro, shit was crazy, dog.
Yeah, fair game to Terence, man, right?
Oh no, Terence is that bull, bro. He's pound for pound right now.
Yeah. But
he just beat Canelo, bro.
They were
like,
saying if he beats Canelo that it could possibly make him the all-time great, man. Where does he land on that list?
Look, he's definitely on the list, bro.
Continuing the legend block, Lennox Lewis praised the showdown, calling it a great fight where both men looked sharp, but admitted Canelo seemed frustrated as he couldn't figure Crawford out. Lewis highlighted how easily Crawford made adjustments, showing why he's such a special fighter. For him, this performance wasn't just another win, it was proof that Crawford belongs in the conversation of all-time greats, delivering what looked like easy work on the sport's biggest stage.
I thought it was a great fight. It was a great fight. You know, Canelo really was trying, couldn't get to him. You know, he looked a bit frustrated, but it was a great fight all around. Both guys looked good.
Crawford an all-time great, Lennox.
Crawford was great.
I see him. How'd you see it?
Easy work for Crawford. Easy work. People can do these type of things, and Crawford is special.
Finally, James Prince described Crawford's victory as a Picasso painting, a masterpiece in the ring. He questioned the judge's scorecard of 115 to 113, saying it didn't reflect the fight he witnessed. Prince pointed out that Crawford sealed the deal in the last 2 rounds, stepping up to make the win undeniable and certified. For him, it was a beautiful night that showcased Crawford's brilliance and left no doubt about who controlled the fight.
What a beautiful night, man. You know, I call it a Picasso painting. You know what I mean? I don't know what the judge was looking at with that 115, 113 shit, but I think Crawford knew them last 2 rounds, you know what I mean? He had to go in and like stamp the shit and make sure it was certified. Absolutely. But that 115, 113, that ain't the fight I saw.
Boxing fans, what a night. It feels like we just witnessed history in motion. From legends like Andre Ward and Lennox Lewis to voices like Clarissa Shields and Stephanie Smith, the verdict is clear. Terence "Bud" Crawford has cemented himself as the GOAT of this era. But the big question now is, where does Crawford go from here? Should he retire at the peak of greatness or keep chasing even more history? And what about Canelo? Can he bounce back and reclaim his throne? We want to hear your thoughts, so drop your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like, subscribe buttons, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another update from the boxing world.